Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. This is a game between LFO and KREITOUS on Bel'Shir Vestige, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is LFO. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is KREITOUS. Alright, so a TVZ Into the Void for you today. Welcome aboard. So glad that you're here. If this is your first time on my channel or seeing this Into the Void feature, it is a weekly, well, twice weekly examination of Bronze and Silver League level gameplay sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void. The best ones are screened by my screeners and chosen and sent back to me, and I cast them and everybody is happy. Double refinery opening out of LFO. What is this? Double refinery supply depot, no barracks opening from LFO. This is, can't say I've ever seen it before, but you know what? That is the adventure. That is Into the Void. As you're an explorer of sorts, you get to see all sorts of weird things. Okay, he is now making a barracks, so that's good. I just don't know why he needs double refinery. Is he fully saturating these two? He fully saturated one of the refineries. The other one only has 1 out of 3 available workers on it, though, which is odd. KREITOUS going hatch first, into an extractor, into a pool. So again, some players down here know what they're doing for early builds. Others do not. As we can see from LFO, isn't that a band name? Isn't there an LFO band from a few years ago? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Might be thinking of somebody else. That may be entirely possible. At least he's getting a barracks. Let's see if he makes a Reaper out of this. Reapers are not as popular in the low games just because they're hard to control. But ready, set, something come out of this barracks. Come on, LFO. Come on. Making a reactor. Making a reactor out of it. And then immediately going factory is LFO as well. So he's kind of one base in it with double refinery action. Let's see if a queen, immediate queen from KREITOUS, and a second queen. Woo! His early stuff is on point. On point right now, I say. He has absolutely fully saturated both his refineries, says LFO. Holy shamoly. I mean, maybe it's a battle cruiser rush. Maybe it's a Banshee rush. That seems very possible as well. KREITOUS, if he doesn't scout this, could be in some trouble. Battlecruiser rushes against Zerg have been good for a while, but especially with their new ability. Why am I spacing out what it's called now? Transwarp, teleporting, business, jump, tactical jump. Tactical jump is what it is. They're especially good. KREITOUS taking double extractor here as well, and immediately going lair. 2.5 minute lair. What? What is this? Widowmine's coming in for LFO. He's making a Reaper. Hey, late Reaper, but Reaper is Reaper. This Reaper's name is the Pirate of Lake Texas. Oh, think about the letters that begin each of those words. During his mandatory time in the military, he volunteered for a top-secret experimental program named Back to the Future, where he became the head test pilot, but a circuit blew up and sent him into the future, only to find himself at Mobius Corp facility. After running countless tests on him, it was determined that he was most suited for Reaper service, which always needs new recruits, and was forced into the Reaper suit and shipped to the front lines to fight any and all enemies of the Terran Dominion. So we've got Pirate of Lake Texas, maybe we'll just call him Polt for short, coming on out with his Widowmine buddies. He doesn't want to get too far ahead of them. He wants the Widowmines to be involved in this attack. KREITOUS is going to have the ability to make Overseers. Actually, he already does, doesn't he? Does he have his lair is done? His lair is done. He can make them right now. His Lings don't have speed, though, which is a problem, but he's sending them across the map, so they're not here to help defend. Polt hopping up into this natural base. Widowmines here to burrow as well. A quick Spire from KREITOUS. I don't know about this. Widowmine's getting right into this mineral line. There's only a queen to defend. Widowmine's trying to hit something, and they do fire on... Oh, they do kill the queen. Overseer immediately popping in for KREITOUS. Slow Lings trying to kill this Reaper, but any amount of micro will save it. And more Widowmines following the initial 2. There are now 4 Widowmines here. This is a mass Widowmine play out of LFO. I kind of feel like it is. The first 2 do get picked off with the Overseer and Ling combination here. And the Speedlings dodging the Widowmine attacks. Another Reaper coming in. All right. Hang on. We have a Reaper name list here as well. Widowmine's, what big time Widowmine hit there. This opening is insane, but it really seems to be working exceptionally well as we're getting hit after hit on these Widowmines. A couple of them have died, to be fair. Our Reaper group is here, and I don't know. Is that a full-time group? Dang. Was that friendly fire? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, the Lings kind of got a bit of a surround there. The Reapers are here. KD8 charge, knocking back. Lings, come on up, get that surround. Oh, okay, so basically friendly fire, but I think the Lings would have killed the Reapers anyway. Anyway here, so the Queen taking a Widowmine shot and getting killed right to the face. 1 kill on that Widowmine, 5 kills on that one, 3 on that one as well. Continued Widowmine production coming down from the Terran player. He is floating about 1,000 gas and 600 minerals, but by golly, Widowmines. Wham! Another Widowmine shot, trying to kill the ones that are on cooldown. One that was behind those. Another Widowmine coming in to assist with this. Coming in from all angles. 9 kills. 9 kills on that Widowmine. I think we're all dead, though. I think all the Widowmines that are down here are now dead, thanks to the Overseer and Ling program. Third hatch also up for KREITOUS. And LFO going for... Actually does have an expansion up already, but kind of continuing on this one. Is he pinging his own map right now? Baneling Nest coming in. He does have that Spire. He hasn't used that at all at this point in time. He is now doing consecutive injects because he was not injecting for a while there, as it turns out, because he was too busy trying to live against mass Widowmine opening. Are you crazy? I mean, I don't know. Did that work? Let's see if it worked. About 1,000 resources lost by the Terran, about 1,000 lost for the Zerg. So, I don't know. Kind of even. Even at this point, it's 30 to 28 Harvesters. LFO did just toss down a ton of mules at his natural base. Income's going to be through the roof for a minute here. Widowmine continuing to be produced. And that factory has a tech lab. Both these factories have tech labs. So tank production? Seems like we could go for some tanks if you're LFO. And it is. It's going to be double tank production. So tank Widowmine. Not bad. Fun combination for this level of StarCraft 2 for sure. Baneling speed being researched by KREITOUS. Working on +1 melee attack at the exact same time and getting evolution chambers to get some more upgrades as well. All right, so what are we looking at here? LFO. Barracks on the way, so he's not completely abandoning bio. He does have some Marines in production here to assist with it. So I don't know. Marine tank Widowmine seems a fairly standard composition. I'd like to see some medevacs be tossed in here as well. But no sign of a starport yet for our Terran players. So we'll see if he's just going to move along without it, or if he eventually decides that is something that he does need. KREITOUS has the 3 bases. Is starting to saturate his third base very nicely. It's 52 to 37 Harvesters. The bases are not quite connected by creep, but 2 and 3 are. First and second are not, but it's a pretty short distance to traverse there if you're a queen or somebody who needs that creep for travel. Overseer morphing in just outside of the Terran base. Wants to get in there and get some scouting action off. Scouting action off here. Is LFO showing any sign that he wants to expand? And no, but he's tossing up missile turrets, that's for sure. Trying to make a Thor, but he's supply blocked. And doing absolutely nothing to fix that. Dude, you need... There we go. Supply depot now coming in. Now making a supply depot. He's got Widowmines behind his mineral lines. At least in his natural base. The main base, however, has 3 missile turrets behind it. And 1 to the bottom left-ish of it. So mutas are going to have an exceptionally hard time doing anything harassment-wise against LFO. I would advise against going that many Mutalisks if I am the Zerg player. Has he scouted this out, though? I don't know that he has, but at the same time, he hasn't made any Mutalisks. He is going for an infestation pit, possibly for Swarm Host, which could be good against this meching player. Good against tanks, good against Widowmines, good against Marines. Swarm Host good against all 3 of those things. Going for that +1 ground carapace. He is, however, researching +1 flyer carapace. So still hasn't made any corruptors or mutas, though. I'm very curious about this. 63 to 47 Harvesters out of KREITOUS. And what are we doing with the infestation pit? It's 6 mutas. Ooh, it is 6 mutas. I don't know. The control and Into the Void is usually not good enough for 6 mutas to deal with this many Widowmines and this many missile turrets. I just have this image in my brain of a flock of mutas flying into this natural base and just getting annihilated in about a second and a half. That is the image I have in my brain. 4th base coming up for KREITOUS, morphing in just north of his main here as well. Has a drone watching this happen for some reason. Spreading creep along this left side and up the center path and up another path. So pretty good creep spread out of KREITOUS considering the early aggression that he was forced to deal with. Hellbat production on the way from LFO, continuing Thor movement as well. This is pretty darn mechy, despite the presence of a few Marines. Pretty darn mechy. Drilling Claws on the way, decreasing the burrow time of Widow Mines, making them a little bit better to use in the heat of battle. Infernal Pre-Igniter being researched by LFO as well. You do like that one. Hellion, here at the 4th base, transforms into a Hellbat and roasting up these drones. They're splitting of their own accord, which is actually nice. None of them have died yet because they're not stacked up. This is not KREITOUS doing the split. It is actually just the AI making this exceptionally hard for the Hellbat to get these kills. But he does get 2. He does get 2. He's going to get 3 here as well. Just has to walk around. And the Mutaflock says no. Stop your business. Stop it now. And we'll murder you. 18 mutas. Oh, KREITOUS, no. 10 Swarm Hosts, though. All right. All right. Swarm Hosts coming in. Hive on the way as well. Got more Thor production at the same time. I just feel like Swarm Host is really good against everything that is here. Thors are essentially useless against Locusts, as it turns out. KREITOUS 3rd base is not being injected. Natural base, neither. Main base, I think, still has the consecutive injects that were tossed down a few minutes ago being used there as well. Has he researched burrow? Nope. No burrow. These Swarm Hosts are out in the open with their little pulsating, gross egg things on their back. Blorp, 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 blorp. Ooh. Ugh, gives me the gibblies sometimes here. One of their harassed drones is just sitting up here just north of the 4th base. Get back to work, harassed drone. Nobody likes your style. Get back in there. All right, fine. All right, it's all good. It's all good. You can hang out there and enjoy the scenery as much as you want. 3rd base being prepared by LFO. Here at the 11-minute mark, he's got missile turrets coming in, at least all over the place. Is he actually building a command center to fly over there? No. No, he is not, nor does he have one elsewhere that he already constructed. KREITOUS is working on an Ultralisk Cavern as well as a Greater Spire. So he is extremely interested in this tier 3 tech, which is fine. Again, if you're going to have this many mutas, they have to do something. I understand. I just told you to be careful and not go out there because you'll probably die, but you have to do something with them. If they sit here doing absolutely nothing, they're useless. You can take down this 3rd base. There are 4 missile turrets here against that many Mutalisks with +1 ground carapace. Not enough. Not enough to stop them. Not at all. Overseer finally doing things, tosses down a Changeling here in the natural of KREITOUS and walks through, sees the number of tanks, sees the number of Thors, sees the number of Hellbats and Marines. Just kind of hangs out and says, all right, so I have an idea of what's going on here. KREITOUS spreading creep to the very, very far edge of the map on the left side to where the creep cannot go any further. It is very weird. Very weird. Kindness plating coming in for a KREITOUS, making 4 Ultralisks right now. They are in eggs. They're ready to pop. That drone at the 4th base, he was lazy, finally makes himself into an extractor, losing some minerals in the process, but whatever. At this point, it is 60 to 60 harvesters. These guys doing fairly well for themselves economically for Into the Void. Not too shabby. +2 missile attack, or melee attack, sorry. For the Zerg, +2 ground carapace being researched. Vehicle weapons level 2. Biological weapons level 2 being researched as well, and a planetary fortress coming up at this 4th base. Whoa, we used to have 4 missile turrets, now we have 6 at the 3rd. Did I say 4th? I meant 3rd. There is no 4th base. I feel like there should be a 4th base, but there's not. There is definitely not one. Alright, dude, Swarm Hosts at least set up some kind of a harassment. Some kind of an attempt to contain and siege the Terran player. You're just hanging out. You're not good at defense. I mean, you're kind of good at defense. I won't say you're not good at defense. But you're definitely not your strong suit in that way. Alright, are they finally going somewhere? They're finally going somewhere. They heard me. They were like, Falcon, you know what? You're right. Walking past a missile turret built in the middle of nowhere, probably, so they can see this exact thing coming for LFO. Widow Mines trying to burrow in and do some stuff. Where are you? You're getting surrounded. No! Swarm Host, throw off. Do it. Locust thing now. You're not going to get home. They're kind of pinned into a corner, and all the Swarms are going to die. They do pop out like some Locusts who immediately get burned out of the sky. Oh, no. Oh, no. 10 Swarm Host massacre right there. I don't think they got a single casualty. No. No, I don't think they did. That was traumatizing. All right, Ultras are out. Those are going to be pretty good here. Banelings as well. They have speed. They do have speed. Here they come. They're going to try to take down this army. Again, Widow Mines could be pretty good against the Banelings, the Mutalisks, and the Lings themselves. 4th base under fire. Got to save it. Going to try to come in and save it. The hatchery's going to fall. I feel like no. Turning their attention to this army. Baneling hits pretty good. pretty good and chasing everybody back out of there. Widowmines again firing, whoosh, doing some big time damage here. The Ultras are still alive, though. Ultras against Marines are not a battle Marines really ever want to deal with. Sadly enough, Broodlings coming out of, from the Broodlords, of course. Broodlings on top of the tanks. And somehow the 4th base is saved by the skin of its teeth. 140 hit points left on this here hatchery. Excellent, excellent job here. Trying to move out with a handful of Mutalisks. Got some Ultras and some Corruptors as well. It's 103 to 136 total supply. Broodlords trying to come through. They should really be on attack move because they're going to get hit by this missile turret. Dude, don't fly past the missile turret without killing it. Wow, Lings streaming in from everywhere. Trying to do some stuff coming into this natural base. From all sides, it is a Ling roundabout. Widowmines firing, doing some pretty good work there, getting cleaned out as well. But no, the Lings are on everybody, and that is it. A good game out of LFO. Good game from KREITOUS. LFO is defeated, and KREITOUS is victorious. Well, that was exciting. All right, so Zerg player seems interested in still hanging out, so we will mute him, and we'll discuss the game a little bit there. So, again, pretty good attack, I felt like, by the Terran player down here at the 4th base. Had Thors, had Widowmines, had Marines as well. It was just, he wasn't ready for a lot of Banelings. Ultralisks, too, caused him massive, massive problems. He picked off those Swarm Hosts, right? He picked off the Swarm Host, which is a nice pickup for him. But it just wasn't enough. It was what it wasn't. The Broodlords really caught him by surprise as well, I think. There aren't many of them, but when they're in supplement to a giant Ling Mutalisk Ultralisk army, they're going to be just fine. Just fine for sure. Are these Ultras, do they have any kills? No, these aren't the same ones that were down killing Marines earlier, I suppose. Where are you going? Where are you going, Zerg player? Do you know about this base over here? He does not know about the 3rd base, but he's trying... He's expanding. He's trying to expand at this 3rd base location, but again, Planetary Fortress makes that a bit of a problem. Burnt. Yep, you can't build there. You absolutely cannot build there. There's a missile turret he could destroy if he wanted to. He is expanding the natural base of LFO, and this base to the south of the main base of LFO, and of the main base of LFO, and Ling's finding this Planetary Fortress here. Muta's coming down here as well. Once a player's left, even the auto-attacking things do not attack back, which makes it kind of fun for the Zerg player just to run rampant all over this. But yeah, that's going to be about it. So again, another edition of Into the Void. Again, I do these twice a week. So if you're interested in having your game cast at the Bronze and Silver League level play, then please let me know. Send me your replay to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void, and we will make it happen. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. Go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.